Hola, mi gente. Good afternoon. This is Julio with his daily Focus Chats. I'm broadcasting today from our first Rebel headquarters. We like to focus everything on what we're really doing, which is a revolutionary campaign here in the South Bronx. And there's so much to talk about. But today I want to focus on one thing in particular, which is basically something that I saw happen today with the Cuban the Secretary of State. Bruno Rodriguez had a press release and a press conference this morning in Havana, and I happened to, go through the internet and happened to hear parts of it, and it reminded me of something that happened here, which I said it back when it occurred, and no one else has mentioned it, and I haven't heard it on TV or anywhere. Which is basically, in case you didn't know, the Cuban Embassy was attacked on April 30th, the day after my birthday. That's why I won't forget it, and 32 rounds of high-powered bullets went through the embassy in Washington, D.C. An embassy, which is sovereign territory in any country on earth, being attacked. And yet no one knows about this. Very few people know about this. It was never mentioned on any of the national corporate news programs. No surprise. But what was worse is the fact that as of today, which is what the Cuban minister was criticizing, there has been absolutely no response, no word at all from the United States State Department, which is the department at the federal level that basically handles and deals with all the embassies and deals with the international affairs of this government. And I think it's appalling to have a democratic country like this one, supposedly, that has embassies like this and is not willing to either condemn, make a statement of support, or say anything about such an attack, which is horrific for an embassy to be attacked and not one word being said. Why? Because they're Cuba, and the Trump administration has been doing everything possible to destroy that island beyond what has been done in the past. Same thing with Venezuela and Iran. Why? The fact is that if they're attacked in this country, the State Department, if anything, the president should have a statement, condemning this as a terrorist attack and doing everything they can to help support the issue. Well, the Cubans don't need it that much, because the bottom line is that thanks to the local support and local authorities, they were able to do the investigations. The guy came back a couple of days later. He touted with the U.S. flag with Trump on it, wrote his name. Obviously, el tipo está tostado. And this is strange, because this is the same guy that, had been to Cuba 8 times. He's the Cuban who had left Cuba years ago. He's been here for many years. He was going through some changes recently. He joined the ministry, and all of a sudden he cracked, and he did this, which is reason to question how that happens in this country. Makes me think about Snowden, who said several years ago, when he revealed the fact that everything is being heard and being recorded, he said it's worse than that. They can get you to do things. That's a topic for another day. However, my topic today is that as a candidate running for Congress in the South Bronx, and this is a revolutionary campaign. If no one else has condemned this from the State Department, no one else has condemned it from the president's office, I, Julio, revolutionary candidate from the South Bronx, condemn that attack and say to the Cuban people, on behalf of a lot of people like myself and the majority of these people in this country who don't have anything against Cuba, we sympathize with you, and we support the fact that you've been so strong in holding up to your virtues and your values, and the fact we apologize for the way that our country has treated you, and the fact that no one has reached out and given you any type of support, not yet one word from the State Department condemning this act. But again, this candidate, this revolutionary candidate from the South Bronx, condemns that attack, and we will do whatever we can to help promote the fact that that should not happen to any embassy in the United States. And if anything, we expect the State Department and the president to condemn it as well. No one knows about this story enough, but I do. And if I do, then my people will know, because I said and continue to say that this revolution will continue to be televised. God bless you all. And don't forget, reach out to my website, juliopavon.com, because that's where we get most of the information passed on to you, and we can get your support from there. Thank you so much.